And moving on now, COP29 President Mukhtar Babayev closed the UN Climate Summit in Baku on Sunday after delegates adopted a $300 billion a year global finance target. The deal to help poorer nations cope with the impacts of climate change was not accepted by India, Nigeria and several countries of the global south. The amount falls well short of their expectations. Here's a report.
COP29 concluded in Baku with a deal under which developed countries and the EU are required to provide at least $300 billion per year by 2035 for climate finance, an increase from the previous $100 billion per year. The funds will come from various sources, including government budgets, private sector investments, and potential global taxes on industries like aviation and maritime.
We had many difficult conversations. We never stopped pulling you together. We pushed you to reach for the highest possible ambition. With this breakthrough, the Baku finance goal will turn billions into trillions over the next decade.
The US and EU have pushed for wealthier developing countries like China and Saudi Arabia to contribute to climate finance. China refused to change its status but agreed that its contributions via multilateral development banks would count towards the $300 billion goal.
And we have worked hard with all of you to ensure that there is significantly more money on the table. We're tripling the 100 billion goal, and we feel it is ambitious, it is needed, it is realistic, and it is achievable.
Developing countries have also been encouraged to make voluntary contributions. There were disagreements among developing nations on fund allocation. The least developed countries and the Alliance of Small Island States had specific financial demands that were not included in the final deal. A report on boosting climate finance for these nations is expected at the next COP in Brazil in 2025. India firmly rejected the document in its current form.
As we struggle to deal with climate change, the outcome proposed in the paper will further affect our ability to adapt to climate change, greatly impact our NDC ambitions and its implementation, and create further challenges to our resilience, and above all, will severely impact growth.
The promise to transition away from fossil fuels, a key achievement of COP28, was not reinforced in the final deal. Efforts to include annual monitoring of the transition away from oil, gas and coal were also not included, reflecting resistance from producer countries.
You expect us to have ambitious NDCs. The NCQG was supposed to enable us to have realistic finance goals. $300 billion is unrealistic. Let us tell ourselves the truth. This is 3 a.m. and we are going to clap our hands and say this is what we're going to do. I don't think so.
The COP29 deal includes an ambitious goal of delivering at least $1.3 trillion per year by the next decade to meet climate needs, as estimated by UN experts. The hope is that the $300 billion commitment will catalyze private investments to reach this target. But the Global South feels this is too little, too late. Bureau Report, DD India.